All right, guys, here we go with hole number 8 of Lost Island. And this one, pretty easy eagle, but the first shot is always kind of tricky. I'll show you what I typically do. I like to throw the glide turn rive. I like to slide to the right and put some flex on it. Just depends on the wind. It's definitely one of those shots you got to practice. And this one's risking it a little close to the water, but it actually gives me a shot at throwing it in for alby 371. We'll try it with the Accurate Glide Sapphire. It's going to be short. So again, just find a disc. You can pretty much any of the distance drivers you can get across with in most winds. But I just find the glide turn my go-to here. If I had the glide skip captain, it would also be a great selection here. I just don't have that in my bag. So glide turn is the disc I go to. Every once in a while I'll go glide skip if it's like a big headwind and try to skip it across. But this is that's like the perfect landing spot right in the middle. You don't have to worry about the tunnel. You don't have to worry about the water. Sometimes you'll get a little bounce over the tracks and get down even farther. We're going to go glide skip and try to, a little bit to the right there. We'll see how many eagles we can get in a row while kind of talking through and continuing to show you this line. And then we'll look around for some good winds and try to get the alby, see if we can knock it down. It's definitely not an easy one to get, as you can see. So slide to the right, bottom arrow, there's that little niche there. I go just above it. It's kind of hard to see because it's dark. There's like a little crevice that I'll go just above. This is a perfect landing spot. You're not worried about it going in the water or in the tunnel. I used to slide to the left, but sliding to the right I feel keeps me out of the cave even more than before. So for some reason, for the last few months, I've been sliding to the right. Just kind of opens it up a little bit and improves the angle that I end up going on. So that's what, 3 in a row, I think. Let's see. 3 eagles in a row. Let's see if we can keep this going. So slide to the right, glide turn rive, bottom arrow right there. A little extra turn because we got a right to left wind here. With the one wind, it's about like halfway in between, a full Anheuser and straight down. And then just kind of adjust from there depending on what the wind's doing. So again, we're going for these albies, but that's a tough shot to get. And then we're just going to see how many eagles we can get in a row. I think this is going to make number 4 if we can make it, 64 feet. And 5 in a row. Let's see if this is a little bit tougher wind. Kind of straight left to right. So we won't put as much Anheuser on it. This is kind of flirting with the water over there, but it should come back. It's looking pretty good. Sometimes you'll get an unlucky kick off the railroad tracks into the water, but that checked up for us. 450. I'm going to go a little higher this time, try this approach. Oh, that was not a very good attempt there. Way to the left. But again, we'll get the eagle. So you can see the eagle is very gettable on this hole. It's just all about that first shot. Sometimes the second shot can get tricky, especially if you're farther away, but there's 5 in a row without going OB once. See if we can keep the streak going, and hopefully we can get the alby one of these times. I'll try to get better at this second shot once we get a good first drive. So this one's playing it risky a little bit with the tunnel. We'll see. Yeah, so that's what you don't want to do. That's OB there. You can usually, depending on where the drop is, a lot of times you can still save your birdie. I think I clipped the tree there, so it definitely slowed me down a bunch. So not even going to try for birdie here. So now we're just going to look for some good winds and try to get a good look at albatross. Again, a 2 or 3 tailwind, kind of left to right tailwind is ideal. It's still not an easy shot, so something like this you can get down here good ways and have a decent look. I'm still 356 though, so it's still a tough throw in. It's definitely possible to get farther than that. It just doesn't happen very often. This is not a very good attempt there. That was accurate glide sapphire. See if we can zero in these second shots no matter where we end up here. This is a one wind here. Pretty good line. And again, if you can get like a little tiny kind of skip off this shot here to where it elevates like that, then you can usually get around this tree and get some extra distance there. See, 385. Let's try something different. Let's try the skip sapphire. See if we can. This is on a pretty good line. Oh, it's going to be to the left a little bit. Not sure if that skips high enough from that distance. This is definitely not one. I've gotten close a few times. I can't recall if I've ever gotten this one or not. I think maybe in a daily challenge. I don't think I've gotten it in multiplayer, although I've come close a few times. But it's nice to have. I mean, this is my normal drive, my normal approach to it, so it's just sometimes you get better winds than others to make it more possible to get your albatross. But I like holes that, you know, your first shot's the same no matter what. No matter if you're going for birdie or eagle or albatross. So every once in a while you get a tough wind here and you got a lead, so it's worth it just to lay up short of the river if you don't want to even risk taking the out of bounds. Then I'll just lay up and play for birdie. So that's definitely something I'll do. Not very often, but if I have a lead and it's one of the last few holes, then a lot of times I'll just play it safe for birdie. Because if you can just throw a sapphire up there or the vandal or something, and then just have a glide skip second shot, and then it doesn't take much to get home in 3 and have a good easy birdie shot. Dang, I got to get this one for you. Let's see. We'll give it a few more attempts and take a break, but this is more of a side wind, but at least it's going the right direction. Kind of holds the disc up and adds some more distance as it's kind of trying to fade back. Give me a skip up. Oh, that might carry the tracks. Oh man. Okay, so those are the types of breaks you need to give yourself a good look. See if we can capitalize here. 238. We're going to go with the warship. Got a tailwind. Trying to take my time here, see if we can make this one count. It's not very often we're going to get a look like this on this hole. Come on, baby. Stay over. Yes. Oh, heck yeah. Sweet. So we got the alby for y'all. It's definitely doable. Eagle is very likely, as you've seen. Just really practice, find a good disc, and find a good line for this first shot. That's going to get you all the strokes on this hole if you can get consistent with it. Not go right into the water, not go into the tunnel, not go left to the tree and end up OB left. So it's a tricky one, but give ourselves the shot at back-to-back albies here. That would be sweet. 354. We're going to go with the beast. Got a big tailwind. Get in there. Back. Oh, no, didn't quite have the distance. All right, guys, so fun hole. Hopefully you can get better at it, get that eagle more consistently, get you some strokes in MP. But as always, thanks for watching me play some DGV.